Introducing the Subaru Brat, fun on wheels. Wide open. So is the fun you can have in its 2 outdoor seats.
Hi, my name is Collins, and this is Afrodust Rc's studio. First of all, I want to give credit to the whole Hoonigan team, Pastrana, Gymkhana, Subaru, for their amazing design and inspiration to be able to think of something like that. When I watched the video, when I saw the car flying, I was like, come on, I have to make an RC for it. I know in the future they will be able to make their own. This is a Tamiya 1983 buggy. It's not available in the market anymore. So I decided to go for that as a pickup and a PT2 chassis. Technically, what I did was to create a wide body. I followed the steps that Subaru had used to create the body and the design, but I was using epoxy. Epoxy, you can be able to find it from also Tamiya. And epoxy, what it does, once you set it together, it dries and creates the body. Once the body is created, then you can be able to sand it, use a Dremel to create the shapes, the corners. It's not beautiful, but once you sand it and you smoothen everywhere, then comes out correctly. Such a process. It's my first time experimenting with epoxy. It's my first time experimenting with designing a wide body from scratch. So quite a challenge, but it was a good learning curve for me to understand shape, curves, and what it takes to design a body. I've been able to sort of make my system, not the same as the Hoonigan one, but you know, we're not trying to replicate it completely, but I'll just show you how it looks. So I've used channel 3 on my remote control. All I have to do is press it back, and then coming back is a little bit stiff or tough. So that's basically it. I'm quite happy with it. So I have the servos sitting somewhere at the back here, underneath. So it's easy to remove them, mount them, and then I'll have the magnetic studs on top of here. So you give it some height. I don't want it to completely sit low. Once it gives it some height, I technically call the rest of these other things, I'll clean them up fine. So the body took a couple of layers. As you can see, this is the epoxy, the hard dry, and then this is just a paste, and then I still have to sandpaper it for it to be completely smooth before I prep it for painting. I still had one more step to go, and this was putting the decal. With the decal, you just need to get yourself a Cricut, and Cricut is a vinyl cutting machine. It works like a printer, but the difference is it cuts vinyl that have the sticky part on the other side. Once it does that, you can be able to use it for your decal, whether you're making the Yokomo or the Gymkhana sign or whatever sign that you want to make. It makes it perfect for you, and then all you have to do is transfer it. These are things that you learn along the way, and also as an artist, I was able to use it before, but to use it to that depth was perfect. Besides that, it was just choosing between creating contrast of the car, the black and the white, and also what am I going to put, what am I going to leave out. So I chose to leave it with a contrast of black and white, and then also a few other things that I could not replicate. And my intention was not to make a one-to-one version of it, because that will basically spoil their business. If they want to make an RC car, then you want them to have their authentic Brat Rc rather than mine. Mine is just for me. So I wanted to make it in a way that makes sense to me. And I had quite a lot of fun making it, doing some research, learning about the block family, learning about Pastrana, learning about Ken Block and the Hoonigan team, and what goes into their mind, the design team, collaborations that they did. It's such an important part of the car industry or the car world or the YouTube car ecosystem. But it's so deep that it will take you a whole year just watching videos and researching about it and learning about Ken Block's kids, like Lisa, the wife, also the son, the daughter who's an artist. So there's a lot of mixture of speed, creativity. So I just fall into that because I also like RC cars. I like to race. I like anything that has speed, that has good design, that just has good decal, always stops my eye. So when I watched the car flying, I was like, I gotta make that RC car. I have to make it. And then one day I make the pickup itself. And I have a thing for pickups because when I stayed in South Africa, I had a buggy. That's a Nissan Datsun. So when I saw it, I was like, damn. Anyway, this is how the Clearcut does the decal. As you can see, it has already cut out the stickers that I want to use. So all you're going to do is just cut and transfer it. It's a process, it's a tedious process, but step by step, you're able to eventually finish. Well, this was an exciting process, and I really appreciate that you watched it through this point. The body came out like fire. It looks sick. It drives well. I'm using a TT2 chassis. Body is heavy enough to just sit on it, and it will go definitely on the shelf as one of those because there'll be many more to come. I've been eyeing, there's also drift games. They have a drift car that was just built recently with another, like they have this grain on it. And I was like, man, now another project. So anyway, I'll be working on that in the future in next episodes to come. And I'm also working on a Land Cruiser with a driver that can be able to look sideways. So watch out for those episodes. I never wanted to put music on this because I just wanted us to vibe, chill, and talk about the whole process, just how many few cheeky things that I put in it. And, you know, I like it. The outcome was quite good. I really liked the whole process. Also making, you know, the back fin, like to be able to open and close the tires. All this was just one of those things. You have it in the mind, you see the vision, and then once you do it, you're like, okay, damn. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So anyway, well, my people, I'll see you on the next episode. As you know, let's make RC cars. Let's have fun with it. If you have a body that you want me to make, if you have an idea that you want me to do, you know, you can always write to me, write in the comments, tell me, hey, come on, make this or do that. I will check it out and then I see whether it's possible. Besides that, leave a like, share, and take care of yourself. Peace. We out.